So the trireme section is shipshape. Adam's chosen the type of mirrors he wants for his death ray. Now he has to work out how many he'll need and how best to arrange them to harness the sun's boat-burning potential.
All right, this right here represents a 1/12 scale model of the Archimedes death ray experiment we're going to actually do for real. Here's our miniature boat, and here is 13 Jamies focusing the sun's energy on a target. So we'll be able to aim all these guys up. So there are three methods that Archimedes could have used to actually focus sunlight and set fire to his enemies. The first and the simplest one is actually handing a mirror to every one of X number of soldiers on the shore. The problem with that is it takes a lot of soldiers to get a focused beam, to get something strong enough, and as we saw in our test with even 8 people, it's really hard to coordinate even that small number to focus their mirrors all at the same point. Gather them in, come on, hold it there, come on, people, what's going on here? Focus! Attention deficit disorder. The second method is to have all the soldiers who are holding these mirrors actually point their mirrors at a secondary mirror, which then focuses on the source. The problem with this is, unless that mirror is curved, it sends out a scattering of beams, and you can see that up on the wall up here. There. You can see that it's not a focused beam, it's an array just like these guys. So that method's pretty much out.
Adam builds a miniature rig.
Did you know that Archimedes built the first disco ball?
And the result is quite illuminating.
The third approach, and the one we think that Archimedes was probably most likely to have stumbled upon, is holding all of the mirrors inside a common structure with a common focal point. Although this arrangement, which is called a Fresnel arrangement, wasn't invented for another 1,000 years, its concept would have been very clear to Archimedes. And that is that as each mirror gets farther away from center, its angle is increased, so it's still aiming at a common point. And in this way, you're actually able to get all of these mirrors, 61 of them, focused at one spot, and we're looking actually to make a whole bunch more mirrors than this. So I think this is the most likely arrangement we're going to go with.
The trickiest part of this challenge is raising the rig.
The worst case scenario here is that the whole thing is just going to collapse somewhere in the middle of us trying to lift it. And if that happens, it's going to be like Humpty Dumpty. You know, all the king's men can't put it back together again.
Stop! We got it, Jamie! Oh, look at that! I can't help noticing that it's not on fire. 300 mirrors, it should be on fire.
That's a pretty bright light you got going there, buddy.
The Romans wouldn't know what hit them.
Oh, bright light. Sail away.
Jamie dons a fire suit.
There he goes.
And bravely wades in to take a temperature reading.
What's the temperature, Jamie?
It's about 150.
150?
Give it a minute. 200 degrees.
Now, the highest temperature we seem to be reading on the boat right now is about 200 degrees. That's just about 400 degrees shy of ignition temperature.
Even so, the wax is melting.
Oh, I see wax dripping off.
As a boost, the team holds up sheets of mylar. The added rays bump up the temperature almost 100 degrees.
It's 280 degrees. 284, 287.
The tar begins to smolder, but still no flames. Something else is clear. For this to work, you'd want the enemy to stay very still in exactly the right spot.
Our death ray doesn't seem to be working. I'm standing right in it, and I'm not dead yet.